Philip A. CROATAN with iamCREATURescience at iamCREATURescience.com. Today we're in Group A of the Movement Mastery Database, and these are humeral throws. Now, the term humeral throws, it references the humerus, shoulder to elbow. When we're thinking about movement of the humerus, being a part of the glenohumeral joint group, it's a part of the most mobile joint in the body. Now, where there is increased mobility, there's decreased stability just innately. So we want to make sure that we give attention to what makes this joint group stable. Now, the humerus is very cool. It can move in the sagittal plane, front to back, meaning the plane that splits your body in half, left to right. It can move in the coronal plane. That means if you were to split it anterior and posteriorly, that is the plane of motion that is separating you. So this is coronal, while this is sagittal. And it can move in the transverse plane. Anything that creates rotary forces around the spine. And because of that, we have so many degrees of freedom, so much power, but with great power comes great responsibility. So we have to find a way to increase that stability. Now, the muscles that are involved in moving the humerus within all three planes of motion is not only these deltoid muscles here in the front, the back, and up here on top, but the chest is a key player. The muscles that border the scapulae, they are key players, even down to the lats, key players, and we got to use them all. So the humeral throws, or the standing swimmers, which is a common name that I may throw in there from time to time. The humeral throws is going to be movement. It's going to be circumduction, really, but it's going to be movement in all three planes of motion of the humerus, and that's really what we're paying attention to. That's going to keep you up here stacked right. To the naked eye, they look like this. I believe this is the breaststroke, right? If you're in water. But there's a few things that we got to pay attention to. One, we can't rock back and forth. So if I'm throwing and my body is going, there's really no stability here. Because on the regular, I'm throwing myself out of position. So we want to be stable. That means your heels and toes need to be flattened to the ground. If these are my toes, I don't want them curled as much as I want them flat. And heels flat, pressing. And that's going to facilitate that medial longitudinal arch. And the whole weight of your body is going to be carried over that arch. And once you do that, your quads and your hamstrings are going to be activated up into your glutes. Once your glutes are activated, you can connect to your core. And you want to be tough. Oh, that's how you want to be, hard. Okay, but still soft, but hard, right? And secondly, when I'm in this movement, whether I'm stable or not, if I were to keep all the muscles that are moving, help moving the humerus activated throughout the whole movement, which we want, and I came down here, right in front of me, I'm gonna get blocked, right? Because I got this raised anterior and this lat in my way. And that's fine, we want those muscles activated. But we want that cobra out. We want these lats out, okay? We want that reaching around the body. And so when we do that, the humerus won't take this path as much as it would take this path, all right? Even right there, I kind of let my scapulae wing a little bit. So let's do a real movement. External rotation of the humerus. Here, not just the wrist, but here, shoulder to elbow. External rotation of the humerus. And you're gonna find more power here than anything with any movement, because this, my friends, is anatomical position. And you want to always let anatomical position be your movement reference. Start everything from this position, whether you're laying down, standing up, bending over. Let your thought process be, okay, this is my reference point. This is how my body has adapted to be most functional in this environment. This is where it should start, okay? Because the anatomical geometry is consistent on both sides of the body, you want to make sure that we are following this pathway. You're going to feel the resistance right here, so let it rotate, let it externally rotate as you're coming down. How you know you're consistent, remember, the Anatomical geometry is consistent on both sides. I'm gonna take my jewelry off so it doesn't go flying, because we're gonna make some waves right here, right? We're air bending. I could close my eyes, and my hands, once they balance, once the movement is balanced on both sides, they're gonna find themselves in the same position every time, all right? Check me out. And that power there is coming from here, 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 here. And as soon as you break into the anterior component of that sagittal plane, from here, no chest. Here, baby, you better believe it. It's not like magic. It is magic. So, discover your inner creature, move towards that optimal adaptation, which leads to evolution. Be your best self. That's the Humeral Throws.